Hi, and good morning, and welcome to Tottenham Tantrum Gold Coffee Morning with Ben at his coffee shop. This morning, no Coover. Unfortunately, can't make it due to personal reasons, but big up Coover. I hope you're alright, sir. And hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow morning with us on the coffee morning. I've got Ben next to me as always. So good morning. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It was a good weekend with the Spurs win. Yay! Um, but some interesting results in the FA Cup, and me and Ben will be going through them this morning. I will be going through some of the comments as well to begin with, to welcome a few people in. We have Alcon Wembley 1, who says, Morning, guys. You are the perfect way to relax after having just another stress of a job interview this morning. Help, chill, boys. Yeah, good morning. I hope the interview went well for you, and let us know what you've interviewed, what the interview was for. But good morning. Thank you for joining us. Stephen Cartwright says, Morning, all. Unless Alex is on that. It's no Alex this morning. This is an Alex free zone this morning. That was some stream last night. 3 hours and 18 minutes of pure, I don't know what you would call it, chaos. Something along them lines anyway. It was something that I've never experienced before. But it was good fun. It was good fun. Derek Hutchison, good morning, Derek. It says, Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Hope you're okay, Derek. And you're enjoying your morning. Moondog, thank you very much indeed. Thank you firstly for the donation yesterday. And the other thing is, I will give your email to the other lads so they can email you about what you emailed me about. So thank you very much indeed, sir. Moondog says, Stephen can't write. Hello, the guy was so next. Yeah. But that's Alex. Alex is actually a really nice man. A really, really, really nice person. Just has his views on Tottenham different to everyone else. But there you go. And then Wayne Bonner, good morning, mate. He says, Morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, we're all fine. We're all happy after a Spurs win on Saturday, which was a good win. Is Ben going to come in? You all right, Ben?
I'm always in.
Right, Ben, morning. How are you, sir? How's your coffee shop this morning?
It's all right. It's a bit of a chill one this morning because it's Monday and everyone's still coming out the pub after the battering of Brighton. And
Yeah.
we're looking forward to Wednesday.
Yeah, I think everyone's still recovering from last night's stream as well. I mean,
That
that one, I did not. I just sat back and just got the popcorn and started reading the paper. Just watch it go.
One large popcorn, 2 pints of Guinness.
That's it, and the glass of vodka afterwards. I thought Azan was absolutely brilliant last night.
Yeah, Azan's brilliant. Because you can't really argue with him. As hard as Alex tried to argue with Izan, facts are facts.
I'll just bring
black and white facts. You cannot argue with them. They are.
Well, there you go.
Statistics are a thing.
Yeah, there you go, Ben. I mean, these are the stats Azan come up with last night about Holberg, and then you look at Nabellier, you look at Deli Ali, and then you look at Sosa. So just unreal. That man just did facts. Brilliant show. Absolutely.
I mean, he's learned from the master in Jack Kinnicky of stats. He's his disciple.
He is. He's learning the black arts of stats. He really is. He'll be the new Harry Potter before you know it. It's like Jack's Dumbledore, and Azam is like the wee little Harry Potter. But anyway, how are you this morning? And did you enjoy the game on Sunday?
Yeah, I did enjoy the game. It was good to see us clinically control a game without even really needing to have the ball. We didn't really exit third gear for the most part. I mean, Brighton was shocking, but all this nonsense that Brighton are a better team than Tottenham because they play well with each other didn't stop them getting absolutely clattered with a leak. They couldn't touch us. We stifled them the entire game. We hit them on the counter and we battered them as usual.
Yeah,
their goal was lucky. They could barely hit a barn door.
That's true. As much as if you look at Alex's argument that Brighton never turned up, you could say that.
They weren't allowed to turn up. We put a massive block in the way of them. They weren't allowed
exactly.
to turn up.
As I asked last night, Ben, I would love to ask you: do you think the selling of Delhi, Lo Celso, and Tanguy out the club has actually worked better than anyone would have hoped for?
Yes, because when you have those three dragging the entirety of the unit down, it's a real problem. We're now seeing a unit of footballers that want to pull towards the manager, and that can only be a good thing.
Yeah, it
And
is.
the example I'm going to give is actually Liverpool. When Klopp came in, as soon as Klopp sold, I can't remember who. I've got a Liverpool fan in the shop, which is why I'm picking up Klopp's Liverpool at the moment. But as soon as Klopp removed the toxic names of the dressing room, that's when you started to see it go into one direction. That's when who were the players? Yeah.
And for focus the disciplinary to send the message to the rest of the club.
Yeah.
And the boss.
Yeah. So there you go, from the horse's mouth.
Never heard any of it, but we agree with you, Ben. Right. We've got Mr. K. Good morning, Mr. K. Thank you very much for joining us last night as a co-host. You've done a fantastic job. It says funny things about facts that all begin with an F.
Yeah.
That's so true. That is so true. Wayne Bonner saying, morning, Mr. K. How are you this morning? Celery agent goes, oi, oi, oi. Big up celery agent. It says, awake, that's a kind of new thing. Well, fair play to Mr. K. I hope you enjoy your day. The birds are singing, the sun's out, and Tottenham are winning. What more do you want in life? Hello, everyone. Hope all is well with you all. Yeah, we're all fine. Thank you very much, celery agent. It just gives a few hearts. We have active look on Wembley 1. He went, cheers, Dermot. Facilities building management. You dropped a teaser on last night's show. I know you can't say too much about those of us who like the club so, but do you have any reason to hope? Yeah, there's a bit of a reason to hope. That's all I can say. Is Stephen Cartwright says spot on then. And Brian C. Socrates, the philosopher, as Jack and Nicky calls him. Big up Dermot, Ben, and all the TTG group. Yeah, thank you very much, Brian. Ben, can you play a game off your laptop if we put a match up? If you go on to because if I do it now, it's going to sound like an
I can't do anything. I still don't have any.
Right. Well, I'm going to try it this morning.
Yeah.
Try to share a game. Now, the sound may sound like an aircraft crash, so I do apologise, but I just want to put something on in the background. So, Ben, what's your thoughts for Wednesday for Southampton game first?
And do you think we're going to batter them? We battered them at their place, but it was taken away by the bent referees. So we're going to batter them. We're going to batter them on Wednesday, as Mr. K says, 4-1, as always.
Yeah.
They're going to turn up, they're going to play tippy-tappy football, and we're going to batter them.
Yeah, of course we will. And also, what do you think of the new signings on Saturday? How do you think each of them played? I thought, was it Bentancur? I thought he played brilliantly. I thought Kubilisky was a bit nervous. Do you agree with that? Or
yes, I mean Kulusevski was very unlucky that he didn't come away with 2 assists. He put in 2 brilliant passes, and both of them were absolutely. Stephen Bergwijn kicked the ball so hard it broke my greenhouse. It went all the way. It went all the way around the world and hit my greenhouse. So he should have had 2 assists because they were brilliant passes. But yeah, he looked a bit nervous for his first game, which is perfectly normal. In terms of Bentancur, he looked like the sparkle we needed in that midfield. He showed utter class.
Yeah.
Like, I am the boss in this midfield. Like, he had 3 Brighton midfielders around him. 1 step over, 2 step over, goodbye. He walked straight past them like they weren't there. And a cheeky smile as well when he passed the ball forward. He looked class. He's going to be a real player in this midfield.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can ask for. Who do you think will go in the summer?
During who will go? Who will go? What do you mean?
Who do you think we're next out the door?
Oh, it's going to be Rodon and Doherty. I think those are the two last players to go that aren't good enough.
We have a match here. It's from Tottenham versus Manchester United, and it's from 1981-82 from White Hart Lane. It's only a 23-minute match, so we thought I'd just put something on the background. So again, I apologize. Yeah, I'll actually put that on the banner down the bottom for that. Cheers, Ben, for that.
Cheers, Simo.
Yeah. Yeah, and big up to Duck Drive One for this video again, and for all the videos he shows that we're able to show on our channel. Absolutely big up. Thank you very much indeed, Duck Drive One, for that. We've got a few more comments to come in this morning. We got cheers, Dermot. No problem, sir. William Kelly, big up William Kelly from the Irish brother from down under. Hope you're okay, William, and hope I don't know. I think it's night time over there now, so I hope you've had a good day. So big up, William. He says big up, boys. Yeah, cheers, William. And he says Kulu was a little off the pace, but Bentacle was a class act. Yeah, I can't disagree with that one iota. Yeah, Kulu was a little bit off the pace, but I think he was just nervous. I think that's all it was. It was just nerves, and I think we will see the best of him.
He should have had 2 assists. He was very unlucky to not come away with 2 assists.
Yeah, I mean, look at this goal here by Mickey Hazard. Ben, I mean, what
I loved him on Shell-side Spurs the other night. He was brilliant.
We do have to get him on here. We really do. We've got Axe from Wembley 1. Stevie B shot met up with that final United penalty from somewhere over the Siberia later. I mean, yeah, Stevie B.
Yeah, they collided, and there's a new comet that's going to hit the world.
Yeah, Stevie B shot. I mean, that's disgusting. Not disgraceful, wasn't it? He should have at least hit the target.
Yeah, it happens though. Can't be too hard on the lad because he dug us out of a hole the other night. So he needs to do better there.
Yeah. Morning, William Kelly. It says Winks, Roden, Doherty, and Byron will go in the summer. Yeah, I agree with you.
I disagree. I've heard from high authority that Antonio Conte is a massive fan of Harry Winks, and he thinks he can turn him into a real player. So Winks is not going, and Bergwijn, he's already said that Bergwijn is going to be in his plans. So those 2 players are definitely going to stay in the club, in my opinion, from what I've heard, and what we've heard from Conte himself. But with Rodon and Doherty, they're both out the door, 100%.
Where would you say they'd go on Rodon and Doherty?
I mean, Rodon needs to go to a crap team like Brighton. And Doherty either needs to go back to Wolves or he can go to a championship team because he seems to be a championship defender.
Yeah, okay, I actually would agree with you. I actually do think when Stevie B will be out the door, I think he might come back to Ajax.
I mean, if they wanted him, they would have had him. If we wanted him out, we would have sold him to them.
Yeah,
because that was an offer on the table. We had the chance to sell him this window, and we didn't.
Well, that's very true, Ben. That's very true. But you know what's happening. You're a bit more in the know than I am, so I'll take you.
I don't really. I can only see what I see.
Yeah.
What about the new strength of the spine of the team? Lloris, Romero, Dyer, Bentancur, Skip, Højbjerg, Kane. Yeah, that's a team. That's a real team. That is.
That is a team. It's got a championship. It's got a championship winning side written all over that side, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Or
I wouldn't say it's championship winning yet. We still need a left centre back. I think we need a high quality left centre back and a right wing back is what we really need. And then that's that's a real team that can challenge, especially if we get a proper right wing back. Yeah, I'm very happy. I mean, with Romero coming back and he looked like he'd never left, he was absolutely class. He was proper defender, he is.
No, he really was. He really was, Ben. I totally agree with you there. What I like about that lineup is we've got strong defence. For the first time in a long time, we have a strong defence. We have a strong midfield as well. Which is for me is brilliant. And then you've got Kane, Son, and Kula up front. Do you think Mora will go, or do you think Mora will be kept as a squad player?
I think that would be a bad idea. He's such a good morale for the dressing room, and when he comes off the bench, he puts 1,000% in. He wasn't great on Saturday, but I think he's tired and he's picked up a knock. So I think we need to give Mora a bit of a break. But I think Mora's brilliant. I think he's brilliant for the dressing room, and he's the sort of player that Conte will love in that team. But if you look at that team that the philosopher has put up, there aren't any egos in that team. There are no egos. So it's brilliant.
There isn't, Ben. You're absolute spot on there. So there really isn't any egos, and it seems like they all want to play for each other. But big up Brian Socrates. Great comment, absolute comment. That's the dark comment of the morning so far. We'll give you that. That's the big honour. So when Guguma, good morning, Guguma.
I'd love to have Guguma on the show. She's absolutely brilliant. She was brilliant on the persuasion yesterday. She was brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely lovely lady. She says, hello, TTG, Dermot, Ben. Good morning, Guguma, or good evening. We have Chris. Good morning, Chris. He says, morning, gents. Thank you for joining us, Chris. We have Ryan McFarlane. Good morning, Ryan, all the way from lovely Derry. It says afternoon, Ryan. Hope you're all right, sir. We have AFCON Wembley 1 at Trocam. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your first name correctly. Wembley 1, I do apologise. I wonder if Friday could be another Conte
reclamation
project, similar to his Wales teammate Ben Davies. Ryden's had to proceed to be commanding centre half. He always looks solid for Wales. I actually would agree, yes.
From what we've heard.
Yeah, I actually would agree. I think Conte would knock them out of them. He would have gone if he wasn't in Conte's plans. Or we just couldn't get rid of him in the summer, in January transfer window. But my opinion is, if he's still there and he knuckles down and he wants to listen and he wants to learn, I think Conte can make him into a probably world-class centre half. But that's just my opinion. Ben, what do you think on that comment?
I think he needs to get better on the ball. A player like Rodon, if he can get his attitude, would be really crucial in a game where we're playing against a team with a Chris Wood or now with Burnley with a Weghorst. He's a tall, commanding beast of a bloke. He just needs to get if his attitude's right, if you put a ball in the box, he'll head that out because he's just so tall. He's commanding. So if he gets his attitude right, he'll be a top player.
Yeah, no, I actually totally agree with you, Ben. That's very good points, actually. With the salary agent saying loan to Kuduma, and then salary agent saying Kuduma saying loan to salary agent. We got salary agent saying can Kanka Chingo. Yeah, big up salary agent. We have Mr. K saying it's hard to see with your ears.
It is, you think?
Yeah, I think he's taking. I think it's hard to see. I think he might be talking about the noise that might be happening because I'm trying to show a match as well at the same time, but I don't know. But big up, Mr. K. Salary agent Kiki. Yeah, big up Guduma again. We have William Kelly. They didn't sell bulk Stevie B now because it would have left us short up front. But come the summer, I'll still see him going. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. We had the chance to sell him and bring someone else in. And that offer was on the table the entire window. So we could have sold him early and bought someone in. Oh, I can't hear you, Damo. You got muted.
It's 2-1 between Tottenham and Manchester United here at White Hart Lane, 81-82. Just a quick there. Chris saying Kazuma.
Yeah, we can't. I can't read that.
No, neither can I actually. Kev Williams, big up Kev for joining us last night. Brilliant comment, by the way, last night, Kev. Absolutely spot on covered. We actually really did quiet Alex down. So big up, sir. It says, hi, Dermot and Ben. How are you both? Dermot, I enjoyed the discussion last night. Mate, it was a great show, thanks. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. It was a brilliant show. I didn't think I did a good job, but thank you very much. It's very, very kind of you.
It's a shame I couldn't have been part of it. It didn't feel well, unfortunately. But
no, it is a shame, and it's a shame Chris or Hoover or Phil couldn't be part of it either. But no, big up to everyone.
I think it would have been a riot had me or Hoover been there. We would have just been throwing fuel on the fire just to piss everyone up.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We've got Baguma speaking to Chris. We have Mr. K, so Baguma with a few love hearts. We have Ben Socrates, exactly Ben and Dermot. He's building the team that counts as much as players. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there.
I really hate the thing saying that Bentancur is a Juventus reject. That is a disgrace to say to Ben. He played 1,000 minutes this year for Juventus. A Juventus reject is someone that doesn't play. He was playing, and in their last title win, Bentancur was their best player of the season. He was unbelievable that season. Bentancur is a proper footballer. He's no way a Juventus reject. Maybe he just didn't fit the system, but 1,000 minutes this year tells me he's not a Juventus reject.
No, he's not definitely. He definitely isn't Ben, and I agree with you on that 100%. Chris just been to Guma. I am out. Thanks. I've got my ticket for the Wolves game on Sunday. It will be my first game in the new stadium. So am I. I'm going on Sunday. Chris, it's my first game as well at the new stadium.
It's just going to be. Everyone's just going to be outside. It's going to be like everyone's just going to be from bloody Harris Army. It looks like.
The TTG Army and Harris Army all mixed.
We've got to do a meetup.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
I think watch the Bane game. I think go and watch the game and cheer on the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. How are you? You're too kind, Ben. Chris issues down. Googling speaking to Chris, and there was Steve Archibald with a belter of a goal. And got Dermot with the hearts. Listen, I hope the noise isn't too bad. I apologise. Because Clue's not here this morning for personal reasons, he normally shares the games. And I'm trying to share one this morning, and I don't. I know it sounds like I'm living in an aircraft.
Yeah, your computer sounds like it's working hard.
Yeah, that's why I'm muting the.
Yeah. But
we just wanted to do something for the fans this morning, just a little game.
Yeah, this was only going to be a short stream, just as a wind down from last night's event. So
we've got Kev Williams here.
We're watching United get battered, and we're going to have a fun time.
Kev Williams here. Ben, I couldn't agree more. Buddy, hearing Bentancur being labelled again and again as a Jews reject really annoys me. He's a quality player, along with Kulu. They will shine, boys. Yeah,
it's going to be magical for us. Yeah, especially Bentancur is going to be magical for us.
And Serie Agent, it sounds like a rainforest.
Yeah, it does. Oh well, it's fun. It's called ASMR. 2 secs, Dermo.
We've got one here from Brian. So again, I apologise. I just thought I'd put a game on for us this morning, just a little something. So it's not for too much longer, and then it will finish. Agree 100%, Ben. Bentancur and Kulu are Champions League level. Watch Conte integrate them to push us on to the next level. I hope we keep Conte for a long time. IMO. He's the key to trophies. Yeah, he is, Brian. He is the key to trophies. For him staying a long, long time, it all depends what we do in the summer. It really does. If we don't back him in the summer, if we don't give him what he wants, he will walk. And you can't blame him from that. And he will give the reasons why he walks. So he's got to leave you back into a corner now, or back scared that he will have to back him. Yeah, I think we need two. I think we're probably two or three players short of a championship winning side, in my opinion. I think we need another backup striker. I think we need a courageous midfielder, and we need either a left wing back or a right wing back. In my opinion, you could move more into that right wing back position, or Kulu even. But it depends what country's got his plans. But yeah, I agree with Brian. Big up Brian C. Thank you very much for the kind message. So the agent says I like it. Oh, thank you very much. No, you're very kind. Thank you. And Kev Williams, Billy Sophie says yes, I agree, 100%. I do too. I want everyone's thoughts on the game on Wednesday. Whoever's in the chat. What's your score predictions for the Southampton game? And I think we'll beat Southampton. I think we will win. I think the top four is basically in our own hands. You in our own hands, really. I think we can do it, and I think we will. Brian C. says, yes, absolutely, done. We as fans need to use our influence to make sure he is backed and supported. Yeah, 100%. We have to let them know, the board know, that we're not going to give up. The likes of Brian Daigle, who's put a lot of hard work into the League Out campaign, alongside other people as well. But Brian has put that man's a legend and come over from Canada, as well as spend time with his best friend Bob Stone. Bob, if you're watching, or anytime, we wish you well, brother. We can't wait to see you back in the screens again. And you keep up the good fight. You're an inspiration to us all. You really are. So big up, and with Kim and Arthur and Eileen watching. Good morning as well. Yeah, he will be back, and us as fans have to keep that going, have to keep that pressure up. But big up Brian again for a great comment. There we go. Where are we? Saw Brighton fan can. Emerson came off the pitch and had to sit alone in the only empty seat, which was apart from the other players.
Romero's a leader in that dressing room.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Romero saw this. Got up. Yeah, Romero saw this and got up to sit next to him. So sweet. Yeah, it proves they're really together in that team.
He could be captain. We never really thought about this, but he could be captain in 4 years. He really could.
I still think Holberg's the future captain of Spurs. I just really do. Holberg.
I would have Romero as captain over him. I think Romero's shown that he's captain material.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, maybe you're right there.
Half as captain. That's why, possibly.
Brian says, cheers, Kev. I agree with you too, mate. Big up, lad. Yeah, big up, Kev, as well. Brilliant comment, that's what I have to say. Said the agent 3-1 to Spurs for the Southampton game. So that, yeah, I would actually agree with that. We have White Hart Lane. Good morning, so it's a morning, guys. I've just woke up. Well, who blames you after a big weekend? Fair play to. What did you do? Hope you guys had a nice weekend, and Spurs winning on Saturday night, maybe even more special. We have Kev Williams here. Dermot, I'm going for 2-0, possibly 3-0, with Son scoring a brace. It's been tough for Sonny, as he's been freshly back from the spell from the sidelines with injury. He will get his form back. yeah, I thought Son played very well on Saturday night.
Yeah, looked a bit
Um,
rusty, but he was getting back.
yeah, he did look a bit rusty. Um, I think with the injury and everything, he did look rusty, but I think he played well, and I think that run for the third goal really proves that his pace is there. He really is. But big up Kev Williams, yeah, and 2-3-0. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think I'd be happy with that for a result. Um, Laguna saying yes, Romero, yeah, and then she just spoke into White Hart Lane saying hello to him. And then we've got Kev Williams. Question: can I have you start in lineup versus Southampton? I think Bentancur will start. Yeah, I think my starting lineup would actually include the two new signings. I think we need to start them now. Problem is, I would go. How can you not? He might start with the same side to start Saturday. Give them a chance because they did play well. Uh, Dyer was out with a thigh injury, so I don't know if he'll be back for this game. He may be, but I think he'll be definitely back for the Wolves game
I
on
wouldn't.
Sunday.
I wouldn't change a winning team. I really like that three at the back. I love Davis, Romero, and Sanchez. I think that's our best back three.
Yeah, but would you start as Kev Williams says here? Would you start the two new signings?
I would start Bentancur. We're
Yeah,
going to need to control that midfield. I would say Bentancur and Højbjerg. Actually, maybe I would start Kulu. If I have a
yeah.
Kulu or Mora that has to start, I would go 3-4-3 at home.
Anyway, that's the end of the match. Tottenham won 3-1 against Manchester City, and our march for trophies of that season. We only won the FA Cup, but finished high in the league. Got to the final of the League Cup, where we lost to Liverpool, and then we got to semi-finals of the Tottenham Cup where we lost to Barcelona. But yeah, I agree with Ben. I would probably start the same side. I think you bring them in for the Wolves game. I think, but big up Kev Williams. Brilliant question as always. He says starting. White Hart Lane. Thank you, Dermot. It was a chill weekend. I hope you're okay from your time off. For Wednesday, I think we'll be 3-0 Spurs. Yeah, I think so too. White Hart Lane's in afternoon for Boomer. And then the bottom one here, White Hart Lane. I could do with one of those. I can do with one of Ben's coffees. I'm still half asleep. Yeah, I know how you feel. I can really do one of Ben's coffees this morning. What are you making this morning, Ben?
I'm making for Mark a filter coffee, so it's on the way.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Is this your Liverpool friend?
Yes, he is. One of the
Right,
other.
tell him to come on. I want to ask him a few questions about Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh God.
Right, how do you think your season's gone so far? And are you happy with the season?
Yes, I'm going to say yes. I mean, it's a shame we're so far behind in the league. But, we're still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup, we're in the final. So I think if we take stock of the overall picture, I'm going to say yeah. We're still playing good football.
What do you think of your owners, though? Do you know, with us, we're talking about leaving, we want them out, we want Enoch out, want somebody that's going to invest in the football club. Your owners have invested in the football club, but also invested in the club.
Yeah.
How happy are you with your owners?
Sorry again, sorry?
How happy are you with your owners?
In the years that I've watched the football, or followed football, from what I can recall, this has probably been the best period from ownership down to management, down to attitude of the players on the actual pitch. There may be people out there that've got a bit more idea of what's going on behind the scenes and aren't particularly happy with it. I think something about it seems a bit smart this time round. Before we've gone around and spent loads of money on poor players or proven to be poor players, we just think we're doing it a bit more smarter this time, selling players and then using that money to invest wisely. I don't know. From where I'm sitting, I'm not a fan like you guys are for your club, So I'm very sort of layman's terms when I'm looking at it. But from what I'm watching and what I'm feeling and the results that I'm seeing, there's nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Yeah, I mean, with the European Super League at the time, with Liverpool, your owner coming out making that video apologising for what he bought the club in, how he treated the club.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at Levy and we're thinking, why can he have not done that? Do you think that built a bridge? That helped to build a bridge between him and the fans. That video. Do you think that helped the process of healing?
I don't know, and I can't speak for any other fans. I can only speak for myself. I mean, that's super.
Yeah, but personally for you,
honestly, I haven't even seen the video, so I'll have to go back to that now.
Yeah.
The reason I think he had to apologise, John R. Henry, is because it's his idea. It was the American chaps were behind the Super League, the Glazers, the Cronkies, and Fenway Sports Group. It was their idea because, again, they are American ownership, which means they only understand one thing, which is sports without risk, which is what the NFL is, it's what MLB is, and it's what all American sports are. So I feel like he felt we had to apologise. Well, I think with Levy, he was either damned if he did or damned if he didn't. Because if the Super League went ahead and Tottenham weren't in it, we would be screaming Levy out. If we were in the it had gone ahead, it would have been Levy out, which I understand it. So I feel like in that situation, I don't think we can blame Levy for wanting the £300 million a year. But I'm still going to go after him for it. But in terms of Liverpool, they were the instigators behind it. Them and the Glazers were behind it, and the Cronkies.
I would say so. I would say so. I've just got a few comments.
Sorry,
go on. No, go on.
The other thing I was going to say was I can appreciate that some of you guys are fans, you've been to the games, and you can feel the changes almost personally. Where I don't. I only see the games on TV. I don't have that personal attachment to my local club. So when things change, I don't necessarily take it personally, and I'm not going to be personally affected, if that makes sense.
It does. I mean, with the Tottenham thing, I mean, I've been following Tottenham since I was a young lad, and been to games, been to Old White Hart Lane, never been going to the new stadium on Sunday, so I've never actually been to the new stadium. But for me, it's seeing him not invest. We reached the Champions League final, and we didn't invest.
Yeah,
we could have won the league. We're the only team to finish second in a one-legged race.
No, third in a two-horse race.
Yeah,
even worse.
We should have beaten Leicester that season. If that was Liverpool, Man United, Man City, Chelsea, they would have blasted past Leicester and won it. We didn't. And the great for us, he's not invested in the team, and he hasn't done for years. It's great having great infrastructure, but you've got to have great investment in the team as well. So maybe that's going to change.
Business.
I just want to. Sorry.
He does seem to be business first and club second.
Yeah, which is not good. So, Mr. Levy, please pack your bags and go. We've been asking that for years. Right, get through a few comments here, Ben. We've got one from Tom THFC. Big up, lads. I know you from David's show, guys.
Yeah, love Dave's show.
Love. I think Tom's a new subscriber, so big up, Tom.
Welcome.
Thank you for subscribing, and welcome to the TGG army. Guguma is welcoming Tom as well. She's so lovely, Guguma. She really is. Welcomes everyone, bless her. Kev Williams got a question here. We've been drawn against Middlesbrough. That's why I was going on with you, Ben, actually, next. So big up, Kev Williams. Question: we've been drawn against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. 5 years ago, I travelled to Middlesbrough on the supporters bus, and we needed a police escort. Why do Borough hate Spurs so much? I don't think it's. I don't think it's. They don't. It's not the reason that Borough hate us. I think it's society's changed. I think it's a tribal thing as well. It's like you're coming to our tribe, you're coming to our neck of the woods. We have to be the stronger than you. I don't think it's right. I think all football fans should get on, but it's not the 1950s anymore. Ben, what do you say to Kev Williams?
I mean, I don't know if there's a hatred of us for Forest. I can't really comment because I've never been to Middlesbrough for a football game, so I don't know what's been said. I don't know if there's.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Newcastle, Ben. Not one bit of problems.
Newcastle will have a much nicer set of fans, I reckon, in terms of.
Yeah.
They're a very welcoming bunch. Even when they come down here, they all seem to be jolly and happy. I don't know about Middlesbrough because I don't know how. I mean, we saw the fights between Forest and Leicester yesterday. It was shocking. I don't know any Middlesbrough fans because I've never actually met a Middlesbrough fan, so I don't know what their mentality is. So I'm not gonna paint Middlesbrough fans with a brush of a couple of arseholes. Because Middlesbrough fans are probably lovely people, just like Newcastle fans are.
What was your thought on that incident yesterday, Ben? And do you think we're actually heading back to the bad old days again?
Yeah, I think we've been heading towards 80s. The reason why we had to have the 80s Football Act of 1984, I believe it was 1984, when they brought in the Football Violence Act. We've had now 2 years of people not being able to express themselves. So that anger in their bones and in their souls is being released now, and it's not being released in a positive way. It's being released in a negative way. So I think the football violence is coming back. We saw that with the Euros. We saw that with England fans at the Euros.
Is that, Ben? Can I ask you a question? You live in England, right? You know you live in England. You see what it's like there every day in that country. Do you think it's an England football problem, or do you think it's a society problem that spills into football?
It's both. Because if you go to Spain, it's like this as well, but it's more with the authorities than with the fans. But there's a reason why it's called the English disease. But it's not only an English thing. Dutch fans have a massive problem with violence, which we saw. That's why there was a fight between Feyenoord and Tottenham in the cup final in the UEFA Cup. The reason is that the British media love to jump on us. The British media want to taint the working class, which is what the football fans are. They want to taint them because the media hates the working class. At any time one working class football fan does something a bit naughty, they taint them because they hate the working class.
Yeah, but you go into society. I mean, in Ireland, we've had really hard times over here. But our fans haven't gone to another country and started a riot. But we can go anywhere in the world, and we can be respected and have a good drink, and have a good time, and enjoy the football and come home. We don't have to start fighting.
Maybe it's because even though British society has improved in the last few years, maybe because of the 80s. It hasn't in the last 2 years. But maybe Spanish. I've seen it with Italian police and Spanish police in like Tottenham fans when we were in Florence for Fiorentina away in 2015. Tottenham fans were they were grand. They were absolutely lovely. We weren't causing. As soon as we got to the gates of Fiorentina, the police were touching up women. They were doing this. They were doing that. They were threatening us, and we didn't do anything. So I don't want to blame fans for everything because at the end of the day, there's always going to be a couple of bad eggs in the bunch. But there is definitely in Spain and Italy there is an authoritarian problem, and they want to have a fight because it makes life a bit more fun for them. They want riots because they cause outrage in the media.
We didn't do ourselves much justice in the Euro final.
No, we didn't. We didn't. But again, there's always a couple of bad eggs that are trying to. Liverpool fans have this especially. There's always Liverpool fans are known for when there's a big game. Liverpool fans jump the fence. I saw it at the Champions League final. I saw hundreds of Liverpool fans trying to jump the gate. But again, it's the media trying to say that every football fan is a scoundrel, but it's just not true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you had England come over to us in '95, and I mean, that wasn't the media. I mean, they were chucking seats on top of English and Irish fans. I mean, the Gardaí just beat the shit out of them and just sent them over the back of the boat We battered them.
There's always
But do you know what I mean? You can't, Ben, you can't just say, oh, it's all the media's fault.
I'm not, but
When
you can't paint every fan with the brush. There's always going to be some lunatics.
But you look at the European Championship final, Ben. Look what happened that day. There was English fans pulling their own fans out of their own seats that they bought with their own money.
You can't blame every fan for a couple of lunatics. It's tiny, but
I know it's a small percentage, but it's that small percentage that's creeping back in again. So what can football do to stamp it out?
I am gonna blame the fans, but I'm gonna blame UEFA because I was at that game and you could see there was nowhere near enough security. They made it easy for those fans to jump. They made it easy. Like if you have there was two stewards to every gate. That's not enough. You need 20 minimum, and that stops it. If you have enough security, you stop it. They wanted to cause a problem. They wanted it because they can do it. The authorities, especially the UEFA, hate the English fan. They hate it. They want football to be sterile. So I'm going to blame the authorities for this. They allowed it to happen. If you know that English fans are a bit naughty, you stamp it out. You stamp it out. You don't let it happen.
Yeah, it's just that other. I agree with you, Ben. I know it's a minority.
Terrible. I've seen it as a Milan derby. Someone brought a motorcycle in and threw a motorcycle from the top of the rafters onto the football.
That's the ultras, isn't it? That's really the ultras.
It's everywhere. It's not just the British fans that do it.
I'm not saying, Ben. Can I just say once again? I wasn't just blaming English fans. I was just trying to make an argument that. There is a few bad eggs. You look what happened in Dublin in '95. You look at the European Championship. Their reputation precedes them, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but I think the authorities like the bad reputation because they can steer.
But as I said, you look at the Irish when we go away. There's never any problems. All the Scots or the Welsh.
There isn't a reputation. But they love reputation. They want the reputation. When we went to Real Madrid in the Champions League. Again, Tottenham fans were as good as gold with a bit of singing. As soon as we turned up the game, it was like we were in a war zone. We had police officers with fully automatic machine guns. That's a football game. They were clouting old women round the head with batons. Authorities in football are a joke, especially in Europe. Europe is the worst for it.
Yeah, well, reputation, it doesn't help today's fans what yesterday fans did. That's where the problem actually really does lie. But brilliant comments there, Ben. Absolutely brilliant. We have Kev Williams saying, "Does anyone know the reason for the hate?" Oh, we read that one. We've got Wembley one good one. It's a family sports are light years ahead of Enoch in terms of what ownership of a football club should be like. No compassion. Enoch are a sick joke compared to refs. Yeah. I agree with you on that. Really do agree with you.
It's the difference between an investment group, which is what Enoch are. They are an investment group. They are not a sports group. Fenway Sports Group are a sports group. And when you have a sports group, there's one thing that sports groups want to do is to dominate their respective fields. So that is why they go ahead, because they want to win. They have that American mentality of we want to be the best in everything. For good reason and bad reason.
Yeah. White Hart Lane says, "What a lovely person." Gagoon Ridge, she's a diamond. We got Gagoon saying thank you to White Hart Lane. And here we go. We got the main man of the show. He really is. We really miss him this morning. We do. It's my mate. It's your mate. It's everyone's mate. It's Cougar 99. And he said it's because Middlesbrough are a total shithole. So everyone there is angry 24/7. There's your answer. Kev Williams, there's your answer in a nutshell. Yeah, so big up Cougar. And Guguma sent Cougar 99, chill cat. Yeah, that man is I'll tell you one thing. Cougar is one of the nicest people you'll meet on YouTube. He really is. He's one of the nicest people. Proper gentleman, absolute. So, big up Cougar. You really are a perfect gentleman, sir. We've got the godfather of all the Irish Spurs channels, Philip Brady. Good morning, Phil. Hope you're all right, sir. White Hart Lane says they're angry because we took Southgate from them. Yeah, probably. That's true. Guguma saying good morning to Philip Brady. Kev Williams. Cuban 99, absolute legend. Good to have you on board. Yeah, he is a legend. He really is one of the nicest people you'd ever wish to meet, Cuba, as he really is. And also Phil as well, my other co-host, two big legends of the channel. Bigger than me anyway. We've got Cuban 99 saying hi, Guguma, hello all. Philip Brady says, I've seen Irish fans in Moscow reduce the hard-nosed Russian police to tears of laughter with their doo-doo antics. Yeah, I've seen it as well. I've been away with Ireland, and it's just, it is, we there's one thing, we serenaded, there was a man had a balcony in that building, and every time he came out, we would cheer. Every time he went in, we started booing. But when the wife came out, we cheered even louder. When she went in, we started going, woo. It was so. This went on for about an hour, and they're coming in now. I've seen them serenade the baby to sleep. Some Irish fans. I mean,
English fans have done that as well, but I don't want to talk about. I mean, Irish fans are brilliant. We all know Irish fans are brilliant. There are some lovely English fans as well. We can't paint them all with the same brush.
I wasn't doing that, Ben. I was just saying my experience of following my country. I'm just telling my experience. I'm not tainting all the English with the same brush. There's a bad eggs in everything. But it's just very bad that previous reputation precedes people, and it precedes sets of
people don't want to forget the past for the most part. We need to not forget the past. But we need to educate on the past and move into.
I think if you think like the Italians, you look at Heysel. That was a tragic accident, but the Juventus will never forgive Liverpool fans when it's got nothing to do with the Liverpool fans of now. You look at, Juventus were much to blame that night at Heysel than Liverpool fans were.
Both of them were at fault for that. There was six. Was it 6 of one, half a dozen of the other?
Dozen of the other. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, and you got the Hillsborough families for what the police done at Hillsborough. Do you know? Not all football fans are at fault for everything that's happened. Some of us get badly treated by previous reputation, which is sad. Kev Williams says, "Cheers, mate. Good to see you here too." Our fans are nothing compared to other country fans. Yeah, I would agree with you. I can only speak from my own experience of following Ireland, the Republic of Ireland around. Ben can only give his experience of following England around. There is worse fans out there. We both agree on that, Ben.
We can only really go for the World Cup when English fans were actually. We were with English fans wherever they go, all right. But then you have like armed thugs coming from the Russian side. Like they were literally armed, literally ready for warfare.
Yeah, it's the reputation again, isn't it, Ben? It's what you said earlier. It's reputation preceding sets of fans.
But again, we can't taint every fan with every bash. There are absolutely some lovely Russian people. I love the Russians. They're a great set of people. It goes for everyone, really.
The problem is, it's going to be never ending. You've got a reputation of the past. You go to a different country, a different area. They're like, oh, look, pick up the English or whatever. They then get ready for a bit of a battle. And we might turn up innocent, end up in a bit of a battle. And then when we go there next time, it's like, all right, we're going back there. Let's get ready to go. It's just never-ending cycle.
Well, it's Spurs Lazio all over again. When we were in that, exactly your point, when Tottenham fans were in Lazio, I think Tottenham used to have a reputation of being a very naughty firm. The Lazio fans thought they could attack us when we were with women and children in an Italian restaurant. So they attacked us. So next time we're going to go after them.
Yeah. I actually agree with you. We've got Coover here. I love this comment. Big up, Coover. Absolutely big up. He says, I'd pop on to the channel, but I have workmen here sawing and hammering. It sounds as bad as Dermot's Hercules transport fleet struggling with the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologise, Cooper. I'm very sorry. I was trying to do something nice for the fans today. Yeah, it probably sounded like I was running an airport. Yeah,
Oh, it was all right.
I
It's
will
ASMR.
upgrade. Yeah, but big up, Cooper. You really are missed this morning, sir. Where are we now? We've got Kev Williams here. We'll get to a few of these comments, Ben, and then I think we'll call it a showdown.
Yeah.
Fans going to Middlesbrough for the FA Cup tie, beware. The bus we were on was bricked. Police asked us to take the Spurs flags down from the inside the windows. We forgot about one flag and we got bricked. Yeah, be careful going up there. He says Middlesbrough went over. Yeah, so just be very careful going up there. We've got Philip Brady says, did a Congo line or a whole way around the square in Prague, hit the local police to join in. That would have been funny. He says, Dermot, I thought you was English living in Ireland. No, right. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
No,
White Hart Lane. Do not get me started.
Calm down. I'm going to try and hold you. I can't hold you back. I'm going to jump in.
Yeah.
Get back.
Right, I'll give you a brief. I'll give you a brief history calmly. I'll give you a brief history calmly. My mother was Irish, was adopted as a child, but because my mother and father were Irish, I was automatically an Irish citizen. I had the choice either to become an English citizen or an Irish citizen. I decided to take my Irish citizenship. I was as a child. I'm proud to be Irish, always will be Irish, and big respect to the English, but I'm Irish to the, you cut me in green, white, and gold will come out of my veins. So, I'm Irish to the bone, but no, big up White Hart Lane, thank you. And he says English fans beat up other fans.
Not long ago.
Yeah, and can't remember what country it was.
Yes, bye,
Thank you very much for coming on this morning. God bless you. And it says the sonic attacks from Dermot's mics are almost certainly going to be investigated by the UN War. Oh Lord. Oh dear. I'm trying my best. But never mind. I think on that note, we've got 22 people watching. Good morning, people. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We will be back tomorrow morning at 11:30. I don't think there's a show later. But if there is, we'll put it up. We'll announce it. But if there isn't, we'll go back this morning at 11:30. Ben, what time are you going on for your coffee morning?
We will be on.
And what are we expecting today from your coffee show?
More chilled afternoons with some very sleepy music. The Sleepy Go Bye-Bye show, which is really weird because it's supposed to be a caffeinated show, but it's not. It's a Sleepy Go Bye-Bye show where we talk about biscuits and we argue about things that are absolutely pointless. So if you want to learn about coffee and just have a nice chill time and get out the struggles of the world, come by the coffee company.
Yeah. Ben, thank you very much for this morning.
As always.
Thank you for your help and your company as well as always. Kuva will hopefully be back tomorrow, but Kuva, we missed you this morning. But big up Kuva and Phil, general legends of TTG. So is Ben. All I've got to say is that we're back tomorrow with another show gearing up for the Southampton game. We have one more comment here. Can we have a link to Ben's show? Yeah, can you put that in there for us? Can you put it into the chat for us, Ben?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it into the private chat. I can't put it into the main chat, so I'm going to put it in the private chat.
All right, you put it into the private chat, and I'll stick it in the chat for you. Okay. Save as link. Right, I'm going to put it into the chat now for you all. Hopefully this will work. Yeah. No, that has not worked.
No.
For some reason. No. That's the link for the show. For another show. And I'll do it this way. Right. This should work now. There we go. that is the link for Ben's show this evening. What time are you starting, Ben?
2:00.
2:00. Be there or be square, as I say. Thank you very much again for this morning. God bless you all. Come on, you Spurs, and we're back tomorrow at 11:30. Goodbye.